welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. If you've been following us for a little while, you know that we've been planning this wedding for a little while.
Years.
A little while. So, we're going to take you back. We're going to take you back. We're going to start. Oh, we'll start in this year. We'll start in January of this year.
January of this year, because that that's when like we pretty much started our countdown. Well, no. Let me rephrase that. That's when everybody else started their countdown.
For,
we started our countdown at what, like 2,000 days?
Probably.
Yeah, 2,300 and something days.
Oh.
To be not exact
No,
at all.
I don't think it was that. It was like 1,200. Yeah, so I'm going to take you to December 31st, 2019, actually. So, we were at church. Well, I was at church with my sister, and the countdown was happening. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2020 is here. What? The most anticipated year of my life was here. And I was in tears because I couldn't believe it. Like, it just seemed so far away from me, and it was such a surreal moment to be in. So as soon as midnight, January 1st, 2020 hit, game mode. Here we are. Let's go. We only have 8 months or something to the date. So let's go.
Yeah.
So where were you? What was your mindset in the beginning of January?
Beginning of January. Boy. First of all, I was at church on the drums. So I was tired. Because if I remember, it was there was a lot of playing. Being that, musicians and all, didn't know what that New Year's is it's not a game. It's not a game at all. But I was telling myself, like, finally. Well, this is after I packed up. I was like, okay, finally. Like, I'm driving home or wherever we were going. Right, but I was driving home and I was telling myself, okay, what's next? What's first? What's next on the list? And it was like this wedding, even before my birthday, right? It was like, okay, this wedding, it's time to go, right? So yeah, there was no word about COVID-19, pre-COVID, or the pre-game show, nothing like that, nothing at all. So yeah, like this thing came with a hit, right? Because in January,
Came
what
with
were
a
we doing?
vengeance.
What were we doing, like,
To prep.
about the wedding? Yeah, like,
So
planning.
I remember it was a lot going on in January. I remember finding this place was in January. Your birthday was in January, and we had a meeting with the wedding party that January as well. And that was like the
Right.
first time in a long time that everyone met up. So we were like, okay, guys.
Yeah, that's one thing too, right?
Yeah.
There was a huge gap in communication with like our bridal party or pretty much
Like a
everyone
year.
else. Yeah, like a
Like
full
a year,
gap.
yeah.
And then what else? Because we got the hall, like, what, first year,
We got it in 2018.
which was what, the second year?
Oh, third, I guess second.
Yeah, that was like the second year, right? Got the hotel second year as well. Second year of our engagement, by the way. Been engaged for what? 3?
Yeah.
Like 3 years, right? So yeah, we got everything way before, and then everybody was like, "All right, now let's just wait."
Yeah.
Right. So we had all that going in January. So we had the meeting with the bridal party. Um, at that time, I think you were already getting your dress done.
Not well, a bit. Not like fully, no.
Right. So So yeah, there was that. Um, and yeah, like
So that was January.
yeah, that was January.
Yeah.
February came. We finally got the place, right? So my me moving from where I was to here was like a huge process because one, I did everything alone. I didn't have no truck or whatever. Is me, what's it called, Favor, and that was it. Favor is the car, guys. Yeah, because it's Favor.
In case no one knew.
Yeah, but so there was that. We're here February. We had nothing, and I was stressing about that and work as well.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, COVID-19.
So COVID was in the talks. I remember. I want to say around. So I literally like. I remember a few dates. I remember January 26th was the Chinese New Year. So I remember ordering things from abroad, and them saying it might take a while, and plus something's going on right now, so it's gonna be even longer.
So they were saying, oh, okay, yeah, just hold on because something's going on. They weren't saying that, hey,
They
we
weren't
have
coming
COVID
out
over
with
here.
saying, they were saying COVID wasn't a thing yet. They never called it COVID for a long time. If
It was
if
the
you
coronavirus,
yeah, everyone was
yeah.
calling it the coronavirus. It was being made fun of. It wasn't really serious. So it was like,
I even saw like a cartoon movie about it, but like it was in 2019, like way before.
wow. You see, so it wasn't like anything serious. So February's here now. We're hearing it. It's in the talks. I remember like people just sort of kind of asking us like toward the end of February. So what's gonna go? What are you guys gonna do about the wedding? That was one of the most annoying questions that we've gotten
People are asking that even
in
before.
Yeah, so like I was literally having to like come up with all these like responses way before we even started this whole pandemic. So people were like, well, people are canceling this and this and that. This is before we were even in lockdown. So let's jump to lockdown. Let's move it along. Now we're in March.
Right.
We're in the beginning of March, and we were scheduled to have a few meetings with different vendors. They all just canceled. And this is before lockdown. They all just canceled.
Oh, wait, before that, wasn't the food tasting in January?
Yeah,
Or
so
was
we
it
had
last-
no,
or
no,
was
no.
it
We
the
had
year
our
before?
food tasting in
we
January.
had we had our food
We were
tasting.
so excited. Oh my God, you have
with,
no.
hold on, are we saying people's names?
No.
We're not saying these okay. So yeah, so we had our food tasting. We had our best man,
Maid of honor.
maid of honor, and
Niece of honor.
yeah, niece of honor, I guess.
Our flower girl.
Yeah, the flower girl. So anyway, it was snowy, and
Oh my God, I remember.
that
It's
was
like a
the
snowstorm.
first time that anybody like saw where the hotel was, and people didn't even see it because it was covered in snow.
Yeah, like it's been so long since we even saw the place, and like it was just like, oh
We
my
forgot
God.
where we were gonna.
Yeah, like it was just like, because it was so far ahead that we planned everything. Like when I say we literally were on top of the game years prior, yo, it's gonna happen. Like we have, okay, this is real countdown. Like it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. On the day that the tasting was, it was a huge snowstorm. So we're like, no, please. Like
We thought they were gonna cancel.
and I'm thinking now, imagine if they did cancel it. We'd be like, we'd be devastated.
We'd had no idea
would
what
have
the food would
nothing
taste like
because
until August.
until August, and we'll get to why that would happen. Of course, everyone knows the coronavirus, but like, we'll get to why. So, lockdown. It hit everyone. It hit the entire world, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I remember being here that night. Do you remember when I got the email from work?
Oh,
And
yeah,
I just remember saying, "What is happening?" I was so like,
Then I think I got the email the next day.
yeah, because it was just like, people are locking down, but like it's fine. Like And it
That
was
was,
supposed to just be a 2 week thing.
yeah, that was until no. First of all, someone at our workplace, in their building had the
Oh
virus,
yeah, I remember you telling.
so that employee had to be get quarantined or quarantined or whatever in her in their building.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody in the office, we were talking about it. And this is in like February, like beginning of March, right? Until my boss, gives me a call. He's like, "Hey, come get this laptop, man."
Oh, the work from home era has begun.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
It was crazy. It was crazy. And then, yeah, before you know it, we're at home. We're locked down. And
The 2 weeks that they promised us to be locked down became almost 6 months.
yeah,
Literally every month, every month, every month.
and it was a long stage one too. It was a
Oh
very
yeah,
long stage
very
one.
long stage one. So that was added stress pertaining to the wedding. Every day there would be times when I'd be sleeping at home, and waking up just suddenly it's just like stressed out. Like when I say stress, I've never experienced a level of stress like planning a wedding during a pandemic. Not an epidemic, a global pandemic where the world is not different anymore. Everyone is the same.
Yeah.
So it was just like, what if? But I don't know if can I tell them what changed in my thinking, or where are we going with this?
I have no idea. Go ahead, man, go ahead.
So
Oh, hold on, sorry. Side note, Tip Top Tailors closed down their stores before even the pandemic.
oh
Or like
my
right at
god.
right when they announced it. And I was planning on, like getting, some shoes there, like, some accessories
Yeah.
because I had no idea what my stylist was gonna do.
Listen,
And then when they shut down, I was like, oh boy, okay.
plan X. Because the amount of plans that we had, oh my gosh.
I'm a plan C guy, right? Which means that, there's the plan A, there's a plan B, and then I have a plan C. If I get to plan D, I don't really know what I'm doing, right? But this was plan X.
Oh my god, I forgot about how many plans we literally had in place.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh. But the one thing that I'm really proud of us is just like, no matter what, we never once told anyone, yeah, we're gonna cancel. No matter what, each stage that we went through and each announcement, we're like, okay, so this means we can still do this, but we can't do this.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean we're canceling. Everybody kept asking. So I used to get so many DMs, and I'm just like, literally, I want to scream. Until I put out, I don't remember if anyone remembers, I put out this letter from all 2020 brides, and I was so happy that I could share, like that other brides felt that, because none of us brides asked to be put in this situation, and it was devastating. I've cried so much, oh my God, over the past, I don't know how many months, 6-7 months that we've been in this. I've cried so much. I've cried to him. He's cried to me, but we've because again, as much of it as it is for the bride, you have to understand our story and like how far we've really come for this day. So for it to be swept right from underneath us and then just have everyone saying, okay, guys,
that's the thing.
Maybe you should do this. It was the opinions of everybody that literally became the thing that was crumbling us inside. And it was from the people who were like, wait, I thought you were with us, or I thought it would be different coming from you. So the thing that changed my thinking was to have faith in God. And if there's anything that I can give, any advice, I would say is have faith in God. Even if you're about to get married for the next coming months, because 2020 is not over.
It's not. It really is.
And if you're getting married, honestly, people told us to push the wedding to 2021, but we don't know what's going to happen, right? But either way, if you're getting married in the next coming year, next 2 years, have faith in God. Literally, trust, because that's what I had to learn. The faith that I had for this wedding was beyond me. I never knew I could have faith like that. So, yeah, I would go into this and I would still buy things for the wedding. I would still talk about the wedding. I'd still call our vendors for the wedding. that's the kind of faith that I had, because I wasn't saying, okay, maybe I shouldn't because maybe I'm bothering them. I pretty much bothered our
Even when
vendors.
the vendors themselves were like, "Why are you really calling us now?" Like,
Yeah, I got like, what's going on,
yeah,
but I know my God. So I was calling and I was hearing this and I was like, this and that. So stage 2 comes and we're getting closer. And on June 13th,
wow, Jude, you was scared. You
yeah,
skipped a
because we
couple
were,
of
because
months.
I talked about the debit, because I'm telling you, literally, March to, I want to say May, was blank. Nothing was being said. Nothing. All we heard were rising numbers, and we can only have 5 people to meet at your house. There was no social.
Bro, it's not really gonna happen.
Yeah,
Like,
we've heard it all. We've heard it all.
you're gonna save money if you cancel all that,
Yeah.
guys. We saved money actually doing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
Oh.
with all the calculations and all
Oh.
that,
Oh. Oh yeah.
postponing the wedding would have cost us maybe like an extra $8,000 to $9,000
Or more,
or more.
because we'd have to accommodate for a lot of things. So, oh my God, we're not even there yet. Like, can we?
Yeah. We're not even there yet.
So
but
I
yeah.
remember June 13th, they announced weddings, outdoor weddings, to have 50 people. And I was like, okay, so we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Mind you, our list was
Our list
still,
was initially at 233.
we were
And
still
then,
there.
yeah, and then it came down to 216 because that amount of people said that they couldn't make it because of their own reasons. Like, they had another wedding or they're traveling
Different
or this and
commitments,
that.
yeah.
Like different commitments, right? Not that they were scared. But in total, we were supposed to have 216 people at our wedding.
Originally 250, but to bring it down, it was 216.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the budget for that in total, like after all of our calculations and all that, came up to what, like,
About 30K.
yeah, around like 31.
It would have went over. I know it would have went way over budget because, yeah, that was an initial budget that we had, but I'm pretty sure it would have went way
And
over.
yet we had faith for that too.
Yeah, we did. We never once said not. That's
Yo, 3 years is a lot. What?
Wow.
Jesus.
10K for each year.
10K for each year, right?
Wow.
So like first of all, let's go back again to 2017, 16, 16, 17.
What? When we met?
Yeah,
16.
16. All right. Thank you very much. I randomly picked a date. All right. The initial date was we were talking like, hey, all right, so we're getting married. When should we have this? And my wife was like, I don't know. And then I was like, okay, what's going on in August? And I'm like, okay, cool. End of the month, August the 28th. And then we were
that
like,
was the original day.
that was the original date. I was like, August 28th. And she was like, okay. Yeah, and then I did my quick research. Oh, halls are cheaper during the Fridays and all that, this and that. And then I was like, okay, but people are going to be working, blah, blah, blah. All right, fine. Next day, August 29th. And that was it.
Jeez.
We settled on that.
Sorry, I'm getting hot. Like, I'm getting excited because I know exactly why now. Like,
Right?
oh my God.
Like, to us back then, it was really random. Like, there
And
was
I was even upset. I'm like, that's so long.
I know, like August or whatever. It was really random, but now today we understand that it was never really random.
Never,
Right?
never.
But yeah, so we decided that day in November.
November of 2016.
November of 2016.
Yeah.
Right. So from November of 2016, and then I proposed in December, right?
December of the next
In
year.
December of the next year, I proposed.
2017, yeah.
Yeah. So, but from 2016, we were already planning.
We were already planning. So, like, this was never not going to take place.
Yeah.
So,
from 2016 till 2020, all right, we've been planning this whole thing. And then people come to us and be like, yo, cancel the thing. Don't you understand how pissed? Like, I don't know for you. Okay, yeah, I know for you. I know for you. But for me, I was pissed because the number one thing was I wanted to marry you in 2017, like immediately, right? But because,
Aww.
but because, because we have families, we have friends that we love and care about. It's not a selfish thing to go to City Hall or to travel to Jamaica and do the wedding overseas and just do
Even
it
though
there.
when we went to Jamaica, Gabriel was like, let's just get
It was my idea to have a destination wedding. It was my idea. Like we just
Do
want
you
to.
remember when we seen the wedding though? You're like,
Oh
let's
yeah,
just do it.
oh yeah.
Let's
We
just
went to Jamaica. We saw the destination wedding. I was like, ding!
And then when we went to Cuba, we saw this
It was a sign. It was a sign.
that we shouldn't do it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Jokes aside, like, I was like, okay, yeah, no, we can't do this. We need our families there. We need our friends there. Therefore, we planned from 2016 or from 2017 that we are gonna have it in 2020. Right. So yeah, fast forward to 2020. It's here. People are telling us to cancel. We're no mad.
I was as much as you were cheesed at that. I was so upset at Corona. I'm like, really,
Yeah, yeah. Like I was pissed.
really.
I was pissed. Not because like, oh, everything is done. Like, yeah, of course we could have pushed back the wedding and that. Like, it makes sense to everyone financially and all that. But I waited from 2016.
There was absolutely no way.
You're gonna make me hold off another year from loving this one here? No, no, I can't.
There was like, oh
I
my
can't.
god, it would. I think that's why it's even upsetting me now because I'm hearing it again. I'm just like, could you imagine? You guys, you saw the trailer, you saw the pictures. Can you imagine? None of that would have happened.
None of that.
None of that would. Oh my god, I don't even know if we're talking about like the entire day in this wedding and sorry in this video, but if you guys,
I mean, we kind of will because we have questions as well from some of our followers and viewers. Of again, shout out to everyone that is following us on Shabe TV and all of our other platforms. My personal one, Shannon's personal one. We love everybody.
do appreciate everyone that supports us. Like
Yeah,
the love that Shabe has. Oh my god, it's like literally I've made so
remember
many
Gannon. But yeah, like the amount of names
that we've
or like
that
lingo.
we've, that we've tried to.
There's Nick and Co.
Nick and Cole. A lot of people probably don't know what that is.
Yeah.
If I don't know, cause that was supposed to be like our original, like even YouTube name and other things, but Shabe was a thing from a long time because even our email address was Shabe before we thought of Nick and Cole.
Yeah.
But
Nick and Co is just our middle names and the word and. So Nikisha and Kosi. Nick and Co.
yeah,
You're welcome. Not that good.
no, that was
It's not that good. Welcome to Nick and Co.
no. Shabe. I'm sorry, I love it. Shabe 2020 though. Oh my God, Shabe 2020 stems from the wedding. My God. Oh my God. Sorry. No, you just
boy.
honestly, and this is why. Honestly, if I could say something, I don't know if it's contradicting everything I said. It might, but thank you, Corona, because of what happened, what took place on that day. The day that people told us to cancel, the day that people said postpone it, just forget about it. You guys can save all this money doing. We did though.
We did.
Thank you.
We saved a lot of money
We
because
did.
of Corona.
And we had the best time ever. People keep talking about it. We've been married for, today is I think 4 weeks, but oh my God.
That's it?
I'm just saying like I'm reliving that day as if it was today.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. From the morning, that was supposed to be a
we've been married for longer.
thunderstorm. Thunder.
Well, we'll get to that.
Oh,
We'll get to
that. Sorry.
Right? So
We'll get started on some questions.
yeah, let's get started on some very good questions. So we already answered one of them. March 2020, the world goes on lockdown. What was your first thoughts? Oh god. Okay, that was my first thought. Literally like, okay, here we go. Yeah, because already as much as our lives were a roller coaster before March 2020, like now when they announced lockdown, it felt like we were at the top of the Leviathan from Wonderland, and we were stuck there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
As the engineer he's on his lunch,
That's true.
and he
That's
has
true.
to
That's what
come
it felt
back
like for real.
and climb. That's what it felt like. We were stuck up there, wind blowing, your
Waiting.
wig is gone,
Oh,
my phone dropped, right, and and we were stuck up there
I'm
for
gonna tell you.
six
I'm gonna
months.
tell you where the drop happened when they said no gatherings. That's when the
Man.
first. That was when the first drop happened. And then you have to wait. So you're going up that roller coaster again. Yeah.
And it's jucking,
It's
so
just, okay.
right. So you feel like you're gonna fall back down, but
Yeah.
it's moving.
It's moving, but it's moving. It's shaky. Everything that was happening for this wedding was all shaky.
Yeah.
Can I just? Okay. What are we talking about? Are we doing
Yeah.
this?
So like that was pretty much like our first thoughts.
Yeah. Like what? What now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next question is.
Let's see here. Did you plan to get married on the date you originally picked?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone asked me that before too. Yeah. So someone thought that we changed it because of COVID. No. No. We definitely got married on the day that we
wanted
picked in 2016 November. That was the day, and we never changed it since then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kinda worked out because it was a holiday on Monday.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't Labor weekend.
No, we just didn't go to work. It was the weekend.
Sorry. Okay.
I'm done.
Oh, well, okay, yeah, but yeah, August 29th was just really random and
At the
perfect
time.
for us.
It was God ordained.
Oh yeah.
It was random at the time because we didn't know why Gabriel said that, but it was God ordained.
The next question here: how did you do it so it would look so professional?
Can I just answer that?
Yeah,
We
go ahead.
we didn't know it was gonna look like
Yeah,
this.
we had no idea.
I was so shocked. Okay, we had no idea.
First of all, with our decor person, shout out to Babylon Decor. Thanks, Ravi. Shout out to Babylon. We saw everything, but we really didn't. Because what he
No.
was showing us was just like, hey, it's going to be like this, but it's not going to be like that.
Oh my God, we got
Basically.
guys.
What's it gonna be?
Can I just say, if I'm to say it, the 1 month to the day of our wedding, July 29th, is when they made the announcement for Ontario allowing 50 people to the wedding and indoor and 100 people outside. I remember being at home in tears because I'm like, God, you did it. Every single morning I prayed for this day. Prayed. God said, keep on praying. You'll see what I can do. I'm never going to fail you. That's one thing, guys. Don't underestimate the power of God, because when he says he's going to do something, he doesn't not do it. He doesn't turn back and do something else or just stay silent. He does it, and he does it in a mighty way. So when he did it on that day, on the 1 month before the wedding, it was kind of comical, but it was like, it was overwhelming joy that we had. Like when I showed Gabriel, what was your initial thought when I showed you the news?
First of all, when we got that prophecy that like the wedding's gonna happen like no matter what. First of all, I thought that God's gonna do it in the way that, all right, here's your 216 people back.
Oh, okay.
Let's get this over with. Corona's done and this and that, and it would have been fine. But no, like God works in mysterious ways, right? He made it so
Remember,
that
we don't say that. We say strategic.
Yeah.
That's what we were saying.
Strategic.
Like we were
God
saying,
works
it's
in a
very,
strategic way, not
yeah,
mysterious.
yeah.
Right? In a very
If you like,
strategic way.
let me just drink some
So,
water
yeah, drink. Go ahead.
because,
Go ahead. Wow.
as my niece would say, wow.
But yeah, so he made it so that 50 people to, it was 60 to 100, right? Inside.
It was 50. No, it was just strict 50.
No,
In
it was
50 inside.
50 inside, 100 outside, right? So when that was announced, I was like, okay, we're getting somewhere. But I didn't know, like God was saying, "Yo, this is it, fam. This is it. Here we go. Like we're on our way. Like we're ready. Like plan according to this. This is the way that it's going to be,
Yeah.
right? So I was a bit worried because we're going from 216 people to 50 people. That cut down till what, the 27th of August or the 28th?
So
Oh,
Gabriel
gosh.
literally he cut the list down. Like he did it really smart though. He cut it down first to 100 people because we're like, okay, like let's just do that. Then we cut it down to like we did a once over. We did like a draft list and we're like, do you really want this person here? Do
There's
they need to
15
be there?
draft lists.
Yeah, he had like at least 15 that he literally
that was
just
my responsibility for like pretty much like the whole wedding.
Yeah,
just to send
and like the seating plan because it was so technical and he's a very technical person. It was better for him to do it like that because if not, it would have stressed me out even more. And it did, but like because I knew he had it covered, it made me feel good. So back to the like everything that happened. So because we only have 50 people, we're like, okay, at this point, we're like, that's what we're gonna work with. God gave us 50 people. He's allowing this for us. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We met with who do we meet with first? We had one day we had like at least 3 meetings in one afternoon. So coming from work, tired, had to come over. Gabriel had to finish work. Then we had to go all over the city and like to
Brampton. No. I'm sorry. We went from lad. We had to go to Brampton first to meet with the hall, and then we went down to Mississauga to go to the hotel and meet with them, and then we went all the way to Woodbridge to meet Babylon.
No, I think we met Babylon a different day, but the same day. I think
Really?
but we had a counseling session.
Oh yeah. We had counseling too. We had counseling at church.
I think we'll talk about that in another video.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so this is all in the month of August. We literally had 3 weeks to plan this wedding.
We went from having like 2,000 plus days to 15 days, and I said at the counseling, we're gonna go from like
We had 30 days. We had 15 days to meet deadlines. That was kind of scary.
Pretty much, we had a month to plan the whole wedding, but how it came, like how it became professional and all that.
We had a lot of favor.
Yeah.
A lot of favor. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm just remembering.
I was literally gonna say that. Though.
Yeah, like even like the decor. Literally, guys, we showed him
the backdrop fell on the day of
the I didn't know Gabriel saw it.
I went down first of all to set up my drum kit for my boy, right, and then the core guy that was there. He was like, okay, you're the groom? You're the groom? I'm like, yes, I'm the groom. He's like, okay, it fell, but we're just strengthening it. We're stringing all that. I'm like, first of all, we paid for this thing.
when I walked down the aisle, I'm like, we asked for this?
I'm like,
we paid for this?
I'm like, are these the things that I'm paying for? Because like I don't know, or I didn't know what we were getting. She knew.
I knew, but I didn't know. So he basically, during the meeting, he's like, tell me what because of everything that's going on, they literally didn't have that much clients. So he was basically, I was nervous because I'm like, we're going to have to cut down a lot of things. And he was the guy, Ravi, honestly, super accommodating. But I believe that well, I know it was a favor of God, because that couldn't have happened any other way. I was like, I don't know if I want this, but I don't know if I can get it. He goes, you want it? You want it?
Yeah, you want it? Like he's yelling at us. You want it? You want it?
He's like,
I'll
tell
give
me
it
what
to
you want, and I'm giving it to you. He goes, go in the next room, figure out the linens, and come back. And we're like, okay, I guess we want the new.
Go.
He goes, I'm like, I like the new one that you have. He goes, okay, you want the new linen? Put it on the computer. You want this? You want this? You want this? And I'm like,
And I'm calculating like the extra prices that he's going to
yeah,
give us. Like,
literally,
"Don't worry
because he
about
he never put the prices in yet. So I'm like, I guess so. He's like, tell me if you want it, and I'll put it in. And then when he did the calculations, I'm like, are you, huh?
How much did we pay for the car in total?
I want to say 2,200. What was supposed to be $4,000.
5.
Yeah, close to 5, almost 5. It was like
You
4.
want the hoopah,
Yeah.
of which we pretty much got for free.
Oh my God. Yo, when I walked down the aisle, I was in tears. Obviously, I was in tears because it came to be.
You were in tears because of the the whole look, and not because of me.
I was in tears, but like when
My heart.
literally, I was just in shock. I was in shock that the chairs. We almost never even had chairs. Remember, because we never even ordered chairs.
We didn't order chairs. We didn't know how we were gonna pay for the chairs.
And the delivery, he's like, I'm gonna. Listen.
All right, guys, we apologize for the shift up, but camera did.
Yeah.
Camera did, so we switched our phone.
I actually kind of like this.
Yeah, I kind of like it too. But yeah, from how it looked, so professional. So again, favor, and years of planning and not planning because just being halted. Like it there's really no way that we can make it make sense other
Honestly.
than just God's favor. Because we had our vision in our head, but our vision wasn't able to be projected in the physical because of COVID. So we just had to trust.
Mm-hmm.
We just had to trust God and the vendors as well. We set a very good relationship with all of our
All
vendors.
of them, yeah.
Some of them are our friends and families, and some of them we just met
Became,
there
yeah.
and we became friends and family.
Kind of like our cake designer, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it turned out beautiful.
We had a vision, but it exceeded that vision.
Yeah.
Like, did not
Third.
have any idea it would look like that.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I think you're doing that, I think you're gonna like cuddle with me, but you're just fixing.
But I leave my have there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, just for it
It's
to
kind of the same. It's kind of the
please.
same.
So we'll go into another question.
Mhm.
What was your favorite part of the day? There's so many.
My actual favorite part of the day.
Oh my God, I have so many.
Choose
Maybe
one.
3. Choose your top 3.
Okay, top three. You have to remember those top 3. Okay, you go first.
My top 3, walking down the aisle and seeing Gabriel was number 1. Number 2 was the unexpected praise and worship. If you know, you know. And then number 3, the entire reception. I can't pick the entire reception. The entire reception, but most importantly, the end of the reception, which doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but the end of the
People
reception.
that were there know that.
The end. I'm gonna say it one more time. The
At any
end.
other hall, we would have been kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
Them gardens, they stayed and they were like, while cleaning up, they just enjoyed.
Oh my God, guys! I want you to know that they told us we couldn't dance as soon as we got to the hall.
They made that rule up the day before.
Yeah.
They were like, no dancing. You can
And she
put
came
a
in.
music video on the screen and be like, I'm like, music
She
video? What is
said-
this? Just dance?
She said, put the music video on the projector and people can dance at their seats. I said, you don't know the people that are coming to this wedding. But when she came in the bridal suite, we just got married. We just arrived. I'm finally eating a carb or 2. Hashtag keto. I'm finally eating a carb.
She drank like 4.
There wasn't even alcohol. I didn't know. I was downing it. I'm like, oh.
I think there was just a bit. Just
Maybe a
tiny
bit. But
We got turned before walking in.
But she came in. We're on a high right now. We're like Gabriel, we're looking at each other like, Gabriel, we just did it. Shannon, we just did it.
Yeah, like we took our
we
pictures.
Just did it. Yeah, we came back from taking our pictures. We come to the hall. We're in the bridal suite. It's just Gabe and I. She comes in. Actually, no, it was me, you, and Nate. Nate was in the corner, like,
Nate was just ruffling his papers because he wasn't
just
reading
like
anything.
this. He was like,
all I could see is his eyes just.
But yeah, she's like, I told you. I'm like, you didn't. And okay. But at the beginning, Gabriel was upset, but I'm like, okay, like, you know what? Whatever. I didn't want to be like, we're going to do it anyway. We're just like, okay, thanks for letting us know.
The native is like, yeah, all or not to that. Like, man closed the door. He's like, what?
That rule literally went out the window as soon as she left the room. It wasn't like we were being defiant. I want you to know. But it was more like it was celebration. If you guys, like, again, if you knew the story behind that particular morning and the month leading, oh, you guys don't even know the half of it. Like, there's, I think.
Which leads us to the next question that was there. Actually, we won't even touch that though. Let's finish with our favorite parts.
Oh yeah, what was your favorite part? You didn't even say.
Of the wedding day?
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay. The wedding ceremony, there's too many parts that are like my favorite, so I can't even pick from that one.
But yeah, pick the ceremony though, babe. That was the most important.
Okay, fine. In the ceremony and in the reception. All right.
Yeah.
My favorite part during the ceremony was the signing, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
So seeing me,
No. Of course, seeing you. First of all, the dress was just, oh god.
Stop it.
Right, but the dress was amazing. Your
Shout out to mommy.
Your vows were amazing. The worship session. First of all, the band, like, they were excited, right? Because they actually like rehearsed that part, right? And then I think I remember them explaining that to you that they didn't know like how it was gonna go, so they kind of left that part out. But then when you started leading, they were like, "Aha, green light!" You know, Kevin. They're just going in. But yeah, that was another favorite part. But the signing of like the documents and all that, that was really exciting to me because as official that it already was.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we already put our rings on.
I know what you mean.
I was signing the document saying that you're becoming a Kimiso. You're becoming mine. And I was like, in my head, I was like, oh, this is actually happening.
Yeah, I know the feeling you're talking about. Because when I was sitting down there, I'm like, I've seen this done before.
Right, and then my best man was behind me, and then he was holding my shoulder, and he's like, it was nice, because he was hyped too, right? But yeah, at the ceremony, that was, I'll say my highlight moment, right? At the reception, oh boy, at the reception,
It's too many parts.
way too many there. There was your brother's speech.
Oh yeah, the speeches. Oh my God. Okay, see, there was too many. I can't.
Yeah, there was the guy's speeches, there was the girl's speeches, and what's it called, the dance number.
Which one?
The High School Musical one.
Then I say there were too many highlights. I can't wait till the video comes out.
There's that. Your dad's speech, which was just amazing. I loved it because of protocol.
I hope he watches this.
That's so funny. Jeez. My favorite part of the reception, I'll say it was the guy's speeches. Listening to that because I think that was like another moment for us, like as a group, realizing that like we're not the old guys that we used to be, right? Like one of our boys is getting married and we're giving the speech at his wedding, right? So that was like another key moment, right? So Yeah, and then there's the dancing and the throwing of the money and the flags.
The Shape 2020.
Oh my gosh, yo, it
What's the
was.
line?
But
What's the line you keep saying?
you say it.
I don't know how.
Yeah,
Just
you
say it.
practice. Ah, mais c'est ok. Bonne chance à tous les participants de Shape 2020.
If you know what that means. Like, even if you understand what that means, but if you know what it means.
Like people understand what it means,
Yeah.
but oh, you don't know the meaning.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't know the
That's the
meaning
funny
behind it.
part. Oh
'Cause
my
literally,
God.
oh man, it was a lot.
I can't. Oh my God. The girls, my girls. Oh my God. Thank you guys so much for being great. The guys, thank you so much. The dresses, the suits, everything. That was another favorite part. Guys, okay,
Bonne chance à tous les participants de
let's,
Shape 2020.
because we're gonna have to have a video with all of them because
Yeah,
they are
we're
too lit.
definitely gonna
Oh
have
my
it.
God.
But let's go to the next question.
Having an outdoor wedding, and did you fear it would rain on your wedding day?
It was supposed to.
It was supposed to thunderstorm.
Another thing
It was
about favor.
The thing is, I tried my best that week because I prayed for there not to be rain from 2 years ago. I started praying for no rain, and every time I prayed about the wedding, I'd pray about the weather because we've always known that we wanted an outdoor wedding. We did not want to have
Another reason why, like, I kind of pushed for August.
yeah, so we did not want to have like traditional nothing. We don't have nothing against church weddings, but the vision was an outdoor wedding. When I envisioned this wedding, it was outdoor. So yeah, so I would always pray about it, and the devil can put things in your mind like, oh, look at the weather, like, and that can become something that for me became an idol to keep looking at the weather and keep looking at it. So at the beginning of the week, I said I'm not looking at it. I'm not looking at it. And if you know CB24, if you're from Toronto or if you're from Canada, you know the news channel CB24. The weather is always on. So I said I am not looking at the weather starting from Monday. I'm not looking at it.
I actually did. Mm-hmm. Right?
No, I'm saying for me because I know my mind can play tricks on me.
Right.
So I'm like that would cause me to doubt.
But the thing is, the night before on the 28th, me and the guys were outside, and then it was raining. Like it.
Yeah,
was,
I remember. I was outside.
Showering.
Yeah.
Right. And then what's it called? In the morning, like it was kind of like you know how the sun like kind of creeps in between the what are they called? Clouds.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, how it sneaks like through the clouds like it was that, and then there was just a tiny bit of mist.
Mm-hmm. It was
when we were going
in the morning of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen it on the window. Yeah.
When we were going to Denny's, it was a bit of rain, right, and like the sun mixed. So again, in my head, I was like, you know what, this is kind of better than a shower, right? Because again, we had no backup plan for that.
Oh,
at this point, we're like, whether it rains or it doesn't rain, I'm saying my vows in a wetsuit.
Literally, when we met with the venue for the ceremony, our rain plan that they gave us, we didn't ask for it. The rain plan that they gave us was scrapped. And not because of anything that we had to do, is because of something going on in the hotel, and there was literally nothing they can do about it.
Yeah.
So they threw in the idea of getting a tent, which would have cost it would have
$2,000 extra.
No, $3,500 extra.
It was 35.
It was $3,500. I remember. You don't remember the email when I sent it when we were at work, when I was at work? I seen the email. I'm like, absolutely not. No. My God is great. It's a big question. No way. 3,500. She's like,
no way I was gonna pay.
She was like, that was the cheapest they were offering. I'm like, but we never even asked for it, so I'm not gonna. There was no way I was gonna pay for that.
Absolutely. No way.
So that was another thing. Literally, we had no plan but God's plan. That was it. So
Right,
yeah.
So we didn't fear. I was ready for it to either rain or not, but I was really praying for it to be like kind of hot. The wind was just,
Oh, the wind.
The wind was just something from God to be
The
like,
wind.
hey, I'm the one doing this. I'm here.
The wind was a different story. If you saw the veil, you know what.
It was a good wind though. It was a very good wind.
Not for my veil, and if you know, you know. Mm-hmm. But let's go.
Okay. What's it called? Where are we?
I think this is the last question.
What did you love about the day? Anything you would change or do differently?
Can I just answer that real quick? But I want to answer the last question when it says, "Is there anything you do differently?" No, because now I know that I wouldn't. I know it's so weird, and I say it to people, and I don't know if they're confused, but like now I know that I would never have wanted a big wedding because of what happened and because of what took place. I would never have wanted a big wedding.
Guys, big weddings are great. To anyone that is planning, a big wedding, like we're not trying to discourage you
No, because that's
from
what we
having
we
a big
we
wedding
thought
or
we
not,
wanted.
right? We're actually encouraging you to do what's in your heart or like what you've prayed for. Whether it's a big wedding, a small wedding, or just a wedding. That's what we're here to help you guys and to encourage you to actually do. Right? So if you're praying for a big wedding and all that, and forgot to provide for all that, by all means, it will happen. Right? It will happen. What we wanted was just a wedding. Right?
We
Because
wanted to get it over with.
yeah, we wanted to get it over with. Like, just done. And that's what happened. Right? So, but if we were to change anything that day, um, mm,
What would you? The only thing I would change about myself, or probably I think it's for the both of us, we didn't eat.
yeah.
We didn't eat. We didn't eat.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Not because the food was,
I'm so
we have
mad.
to judge the food. No, guys, the food was hot.
It was so good.
I had a couple of bites of the pasta.
Yeah.
The pasta.
And the thing is, people kept saying, "Shannon, eat, Shannon, eat, Shannon, eat."
Guys, the food was so great. The roasted peppers, there was the
And
shrimp.
cheese. We didn't even get to eat the dessert.
Oh god.
But the thing is, I'm glad we tasted it during the tasting because
That was our wedding day. We didn't eat because we were so
I was
excited
we were on a weird high. Like,
and plus we were still looking at the hall. We're like, we paid for this, we did this.
Literally.
The screen was there,
Yeah.
with the slideshow and everything.
we took everything in.
The DJ booth was there. Our cake was there. Like,
The way it was set up, I couldn't even imagine it to look like that.
right.
I
And by the
couldn't.
time that we got done, be like, oh, okay, we're ready.
I got gas.
Yeah.
I got gas pain. It was
Right to the point where I had like
Guys,
to
I got
focus on her.
people don't even know what happened on the outside of. People don't even know what happened. People
She
don't.
got a muscle contraction.
It was
In what, both of her-
horrible.
both of your
Both of my legs. It was horrible. Horrible.
pretty much crippled at the
People
table.
didn't know why I left the reception. I think people thought it was going to change at that point, but I came back in the same dress. But once again, our banquet hall came clutch. The coordinator.
The coordinator was an Olympic runner from like I think 1982 or 72.
I don't know, back in the day, and she had creams.
And she was ready.
She ran to the office, had creams ready to put on my leg. She told me to elevate. Like, I was lying down on in the lobby of the reception with my sisters and my mom and my cousin, and I was trying not to be in pain, but it was so painful. And then I went back to the reception, and then it came back, and then no one knows that Gabriel was under the chair, like, babe, make it look normal,
Like,
act
we were
natural,
just
act
smiling.
natural.
I was like, all right, natural.
It
all
was
right, here we go. I'm
painful.
gonna stretch your leg. You're gonna feel pain. Smile. That's all that was happening at the table while people were giving.
But the thing is, we
speeches.
had like height on our table, so no one could really even see us.
no one could see. We couldn't see anybody.
No, I was, and I'm short, so I'm like this. But honestly, oh my God, like I want to talk about this wedding forever. And honestly, can I just say, get you a mother who prays, get you a family that prays, because if it wasn't for that backbone that I have, I don't know. I don't know. But literally every day with my mom and my sisters and my brother, just praying, and just seeking the face of God for something so big, something so huge. And then when you see everything being produced, that's another reason why we were crying. If you watch a wedding video and see us crying, No,
It wasn't just because we looked amazing, but we were like, oh my gosh, it's finally here. It's actually here, and we're here.
the morning of the wedding was so surreal for me. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is the day.
Well, we'll talk about that with the bridal party,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
cause, jeez, like,
They have stories.
ew, yeah,
But
yeah, stories,
I think that's it for the questions. This is obviously a long video, so
yeah, but it's good.
I hope you have a better insight on what took place that day.
Mm,
Shape 2020, honestly, it's a movement that I believe we've created with the people around us, not just for us. And we keep telling everyone, it's something so beautiful. I don't know how this happened,
yeah,
but
I, s-
it's
I,
God. But like, I can't believe this is happening. Like, what stemmed from Shape 2020?
I said at the wedding too, like in my speech, like as much as this day is totally and only about us, we did it for everyone
Yeah,
there, right? Like,
everyone that
we,
was at the wedding was supposed to be there.
yeah, we wanted this wedding to happen to uplift not just us, but everyone, so that you could see that there is literally nothing impossible with God.
Amen.
Literally.
Literally nothing. And we're proof.
Yeah.
Literally, we're proof. Because what we were thinking too, like even at the end when we were taking everything in, like people had such a rough year. The people that were at the wedding, everyone is included in this year being like the most difficult they've ever been in. But to see, like, I'm getting chills because like I'm remembering even like when I say the end of the wedding, and those who were at the wedding know that this wedding didn't stop when the music stopped. This
Didn't.
wedding is still going on today.
Yeah, yeah,
And
like till
like
today.
to see everyone so happy and then have something to look forward to during something that is really trying, this pandemic that is still going on, but to see to see the end of a summer, the end of something so rough come to something so beautiful, to sit back and like look at it. Like there were times when I wasn't even on the dance floor, I'm just looking, partially because I had gas pain, but I was just taking everything in. I'm like, wow, this is happening, and it happened.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Like, and I seen again, like there's things that are like in the back that I don't know if we're ever gonna touch on it or if we do, but to see him too, like be so happy, like pure, genuine happiness was coming from the man I can now call my husband. To look back, to sit back and see that, that was a feeling I don't know if I'll ever feel that feeling again. Like it was so beautiful to see that. I don't even know if I've ever told you that, but it was so beautiful because I know a lot of people know, and to see you just do your thing and have no cares in the world. I'm married now. I'm free. I have peace. I'm about to have fun. And you did. You had a few drinks, but like that's not even why he was so like he was so joyous. Like it was like a child getting a new bike. It's like he got a new life and a new view at life, and it's like he got a second chance at happiness. And I'm so glad that I get to be a part of that with you because my God, anyone that's missing out on that side of you, I feel sorry for them. But yeah,
Thanks. Babe.
it's my husband, y'all.
But yeah, like you just said, like there was just so much peace like coming from me, and be like,
It
all right,
really was.
like it's game time, like for life. That's what I felt like, me like dancing on the dance floor and all that, and taking all those shots and all that. I'm like, this is game time for life, right? So yeah, man, it was just great. Even like the breakfast, like afterwards, the next
The
day.
day is when we planned Shape 2020 barbecue series.
Yeah, yeah. We
We're
guys,
like we
Shabe
could.
2020 came so hard, we had to have a part two at our house. And I don't know how many more parts there's going to be, but it's gonna happen,
Yeah.
right? And it just has to happen. I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, but stay tuned for all of that. But yeah, I think this is a great place to close off, huh?
Yeah, I think so. This is quite the long video, but I really hope you had fun
Mm.
in it because we did. I think I should have said this at the beginning, but grab some tea, grab a drink, grab some food.
Because this wedding series is going to be a series, right? So yeah, we'll have our bridal party coming in for the next episode. Y'all get ready for that craziness.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
like we'll just have a bunch of things happening for for Shabe TV or for the wedding series at least, and we're excited to let you guys in to our world. That that is just crazy. Shape 2020 is like it says bonne chance à tous les participants de Shape 2020.
That's my favorite part.
But yeah, man. But thanks for tuning in. Like the video, subscribe to our channel, share it. We're on Instagram at Shape TV.
We have a new schedule for videos because, guys, this is it. This is it, guys. Next stop, honeymoon. Next stop, Mexico. And we'll come back with a little reaction on traveling with during the pandemic. So,
Yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in. Again, like, subscribe, share, post.
comment.
Yeah,
Let us
comment.
know what you think.
Anything.
Interact.
Guys,
DM.
anything. Yeah. But again, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see y'all later.
Bye, guys.